And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. The starters for today, the Bulldogs. Number 2, David Brown III. Number 4, Robert Kinney. Number 21, Braden Landers. Number 33, Andre Stencil. And number 10, Isaac Brown. For the Mustangs, number 42, John Mustangs. Number 23, KJ Goodwin. Number 1, Josh Goodwin Jr. Number 3, Jacob Lee. And number 0, it's number 1, Chase Wilson, as KJ Goodwin is able to get the first 2 points for the Mustangs, as now they set up their press, but it's broken up easily by the Bulldogs. Isaac Brown lost the ball momentarily. Now the Mustangs come away with the steal. Junior swings it over to Wilson. Wilson gets up a three-point attempt, is no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs, but the Mustangs come away with the steal by Lee. Gets it inside the paint, kicks it out to Josh Goodwin Jr. He gets the layup to fall. 4-0 is our score. The Mustangs now setting up their half-court trap. Bringing up the ball was Kinney for the Bulldogs. Now give it to Landers. Landers across, gets a floater, but no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Have numbers pushing the tempo. Izzy gets a cutter coming, gets a nice save the entry, but it's going to be off the hands of KJ Goodwin, and Bulldogs will regain possession. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs leading by a score of 4-0. Kenny bringing the ball up the court for the Bulldogs, being guarded tightly by Chase Wilson. Kenny trying to out-dribble the double team that was coming, but got the ball poked from behind, but will stay possession the Bulldogs. Taking out the ball for the Bulldogs, being Landers right here on the sideline. Passes into Kenny on the backcourt. Now gets a pass half court, dribble handoff to Brown. Brown gets inside the paint, now kicks it out to Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown kicks it to Stancil. Stancil's going to shoot the three, and it's going to switch through for 3 is our score. Goodwin Jr. has the ball at the top of the key for the Mustangs. Now kicks it down to Mustangs. Dribble handoff back to Goodwin Jr. Now Goodwin Jr. swings it out to Lee for a three-point attempt. Bounces no good. Rebounded by Brown. Isaac Brown, that is, for the Bulldogs. He hands it out to David Brown the third. He gets it up to Stancil in the corner. He picks up his dribble, trying to find an open teammate. Gets it to Kenny Cutting. Kenny's going to miss the layup. Bulldogs at a disadvantage now. I'm going to say it's number 3, Jacob Lee, was dribbling the basketball across the baseline and got bumped out of bounds, and then was the first one to touch it. But not able to do that. So it'll be a turnover for the Mustangs. It goes to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to break this Mustangs press right now, and able to do so easily. Dribbling by himself was Kenny. Now gets it to Brown. Brown gets inside the paint. Kicks it out to Kenny. Kenny swings to Stancil for a three-point attempt, and that switch is good. So the Bulldogs now take their first lead, 6-4, 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. Kenny guarding Wilson. Wilson lost it momentarily. Now kicks it down to Goodwin. Goodwin trying to fight to get a shot off, and they're going to say he got held down at the process of that. So KJ Goodwin will go to the free throw line. We'll stop the clock at 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Free throw, first one, swishes through for KJ Goodwin, the sophomore, 6'5". And that one rattles out, but offensive rebound for the Mustangs. So Stylish gets it out to Goodwin Jr. Goodwin Jr. now swings it over to Wilson at the left wing. They'll make a cross-court pass to Lee. Lee will try to dribble past Landers, but Landers did a nice job of moving his feet, trying to get it down low to KJ Goodwin to take advantage of the mismatch, and able to do so to take the lead now on the Mustangs. 7-6 is our score. Isaac Brown trying to get it past Mustangs, but he's going to get called for the blocking foul. That's the Mustangs' first foul. David Brown swings it in to Isaac Brown. Back to David Brown. Now Brown's going to swing it to Kenny at the top of the key to set up the offense for the Bulldogs. Dribble hand off to Landers. Landers trying to make up his decision. Got two defenders on him. Now finds an open teammate. That's Isaac Brown. Isaac gets it down to Stansel. Stansel going to take a step back and airball that mid-range. Rebound by the Mustangs. Goodwin over to Goodwin Jr. for a missed three-point attempt by Wilson. Now Landers trying to take advantage of the numbers that he had in his advantage, and he's going to be fouled in the process of doing that. He'll go to the free throw line. Nice pass by David Brown to get to Landers, who snuck out behind the Mustangs defense. So Landers will go to the free throw line. Chance to tie and take the lead. First free throw swishes through for Landers. So 7-7 is our score. 4 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw is going to swish through for Landers. 8-7 is our score. Bulldogs on top of the Mustangs. Mustangs get the ball quickly. Now trying to set up, take advantage of the mismatch. Mistallius gets it over to KJ Wilson. KJ Goodwin cutting through as the Mustangs take back the lead. 9-8 is our score. Stansel is going to heave this one backcourt. It should have been a backcourt violation because Stansel had already received and dribbled past half court, tried to throw a cross-court pass that went into the backcourt. David Brown, the third, tried to save it, but once you touch that basketball, it's a turnover. So the Mustangs take over. 3:30 to go here in the first. Ball is tipped around by a couple of Bulldogs. Was going to stay possession Mustangs, so the Mustangs will take it underneath their own basket. But the clock's going to stop at 3:27. The Bulldogs right now showing in a 2-3 zone. Now more into a 1-3-1. The Bulldogs moved into that defense. It's a missed three-point attempt by Jamison Crawford. Now rebound by the Bulldogs. Kenny gets it up to Landers. Landers spin moves, gets into the lane, is going to be fouled. They're going to say Landers traveled. So the Mustangs catch a break off the Landers travel. So out on the court for the Mustangs, Josh Goodwin Jr., number 2, John Fox, number 12, Jamison Crawford, number 34, Raymond Edwards. Crawford swings to Fox, and Fox swung it over to Josh Goodwin for a three-point attempt, and it swishes through. But they're going to say it's no good as an offensive foul for a push before the bucket. So Bulldogs catch a break right there. Isaac Brown's going to come out for the Bulldogs. Coming in for him will be number 22, George DeBayou. So David Brown hop steps into the lane and going to kicks out to Stansel. Stansel going to kicks it out to DeBayou for a three-point attempt, and that's going to rattle in. So now it's going to be 12-11 is our score. Mustangs still on top of the Bulldogs. The Mustangs getting it quickly inside the Bulldogs defense. Defense showing they are in a 1-3-1 right now. Gets inside to KJ Goodwin, and they're going to say KJ Goodwin traveled before he got fouled. He did come set with that hot step. You have to come set, can't come 1-2. Bulldogs trying to break this Mustang pressure right now. Kenny gets inside the lane and is going to be fouled. A blocking foul. Foul to number 2, John Fox. So send number 4, Robert Kenny, the sophomore, to the free throw line. First free throw is going to roll out. Substitutions for the Mustangs. Number 23, KJ Goodwin's going to come out. Coming in for him will be number 24, Jordan Morrell. Second free throw for Kenny is going to hit the back of the rim and go through the net. to even up this score, 12-12. 2:10 to go here in the first. Goodwin is at the top of the key. Swung it over to the left to John Fox. Now John Fox swings it over to Crawford. Crawford swung it down to Goodwin. Goodwin going to now swing it to the big man, Edwards, who kicked it out to a three-point attempt for John Fox, and that swishes through. So 12-15 is our score. Nice bounce pass from David Brown, the third, to the Bayou to get the wide open layup to go. 15-14 is the score now. Long three-point attempt by Jamison Crawford. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. I was going to say there was a push in the process of it by number 24, Jordan Morrell. So 15-14 is our score. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Kenny, dribble handoff to Brown, third. Now he's trying to take advantage of the screen set by Stansel, but he's going to be fouled trying to make a pass to Kenny in the corner. Mustangs might be over the limit, so might be shooting a 1-and-1 here. So the clock should be at about 1 minute and 15 seconds. We'll see what the teams so no official yet on what the officiating crew is going to do. They have added 6 more seconds back on the clock. Regardless, it will still be a foul, and with the Bulldogs, free throw shooter will be David Brown the third. First free throw swishes through to even up this score, 15-15. You can understand the frustration from Mason Huffmeister. Second free throw is down and good for the Bulldogs. 16-15, Bulldogs on top of the Mustangs. The Bulldogs showing they're in a 1-3-1 defense right now. Extending out that pressure. Open three by Crawford. Bounce around, but no good. Offensive rebound by the Mustangs. Big man Edwards, the freshman. Gonna say 21. Brandon Landers, the freshman, fouled him. Didn't look like much of a foul committed right there, but he'll stop the clock at 48.3. First free throw is going to hit the back of the rim and even up this score, 16-16. Bulldogs make a late substitution. Isaac Brown's going to come in for Landers. Stansel, Isaac Brown, DeBayou, David Brown the third, and Robert Kinney on the court for the Bulldogs as the second free throw hits the back of the rim, but no good for the Mustangs, but they do come away with the offensive rebound. Morrell swings it over to Fox in the corner, is able to get to the baseline to swing it over to Crawford. Crawford swung it up to Merle. Loose fight for the ball. Mustangs come away with it. And it says it's going to be a foul in the process. Bulldogs almost caught away with the turnover right there. Clock was winding down, 26.9 seconds. But they're going to bail out the Mustangs with a foul. Morrell will shoot the free throw. First one will bounce around and take a favorable Bulldogs bounce. And bounce out of the rim. Even up the score still. 16-16 substitution for the Mustangs. 32. Cruz DeVel's will come in. And number 23, KJ Goodwin, will check in for the Mustangs. Second free throw for Morrell is going to hit the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by David Brown III. He swings it over to Robert Kinney. Kinney being guarded tight by John Fox. Trying to dribble handoff. Got away with the double dribble right there. Now swings it over to David Brown. David Brown trying to get inside the lane. Swings it over to Kenny for the three-point attempt. No good. It's going to say it hit the top of the rim. Excuse me, the top of the backboard of the shot clock. So stop the clock at 3 seconds. 3.9 to be exact. I'm going to see Morel. Dubayou comes away with the steal. See if he can get the 3-point. It doesn't fall. Bulldogs did get a last shot at it. But our score here is all even up 16-16. The Bulldogs and the Mustangs tied up. Listening to the My Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the My Broadcast Network. The Bulldogs inbounding the basketball to start off the second period. Isaac Brown missed the open teammate, but now David Brown's going to swing it over to Landers. Landers going to miss the three-point attempt, going to fall short. Rebound by the Mustangs. The Mustangs pushing the tempo. Going to be an open mid-range shot attempt, no good, but offensive rebound by the Mustangs. Another three-point attempt by Jacob Lee, but this time this one's going to fall. 19-16 is our score. The Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Out on the court for the Mustangs, got number 3, Jacob Lee, number 1, Chase Wilson, number 23, KJ Goodwin, number 32, Cruz DeVille, and number 0, Josh Goodwin Jr. And the Bulldogs, 21, Landers, 33, Stansel. The missed three-point attempt by David Brown III, Isaac Brown, and then Robert Kinney. That is the Mustang fan base that is upset by that call. I'm going to say over the back. So the Bulldogs will regain possession here. Landers cutting, caught away with a travel right there. Gets it out to Isaac Brown for a three-point attempt, but no good. Rebounded by KJ Goodwin. Goodwin passes over to Jacob Lee. Lee's going to swing it over to Josh Goodwin for the missed three-point attempt. But coming away with the offensive rebound was KJ Goodwin, and he's going to be fouled by number 10, Isaac Brown. So KJ will go to the free throw line to stop the clock at 6:43. First free throw. It's going to take a favorable roll for KJ Goodwin. Fall through. 20-16 is our score. Second free throw. It's going to rattle it in. 21-16 is our score. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Kinney swings it over to David Brown III. David Brown being guarded by Jacob Lee. Swings it over to Stansel. Stansel swings it over to Landers. Landers thought about shooting it. Now got it over to Kinney. Tried to feed it to Isaac Brown, cutting. The ball got tipped. Stay possession, Bulldogs. Brown swings it to Landers. Landers has a wide open three. It hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Mustangs. Lee swung it over to Goodwin Jr. Jr. swings it over to KJ Goodwin. I'm going to say KJ Goodwin traveled before he got inside the paint. Dished it off to Josh Goodwin, who would have made the layup attempt, but that turnover will lead into the possession for the Bulldogs. 6:05 to go here in the second quarter. Robert Kinney dribble handoff to Landers. Landers picks up his dribble, dribbles, pass it to Stansel. Stansel got it to Isaac Brown, and Isaac Brown got that ball swiped and stolen away. Coming away with it was Josh Goodwin, able to avoid the Brandon Landers charge and get the layup to fall through. 23-16 is our score. Robert Kinney trying to set up the offense. Dribble handoff to David Brown. Brown swings it out to Isaac Brown's going to take a fadeaway mid-range. No good. Mustangs now pushing the tempo. Jacob Lee gets inside. the mid-range, misses it. Coming away with it is the Bulldogs as Robert Kinney was able to find Landers sneaking behind the Mustangs defense. Got the layup to foul and got the layup and the foul. So Landers has a chance to go to the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. David Brown III will come out. Bayou got lucky and just checked in on the court. Landers able to make the 3-point play count. 23-19, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs set up in a 2-3 zone right now. They get into the corner for a 3-point attempt by Chase Wilson. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Bayou coming away with it, gets it to Landers. Landers going to miss the layup. Now the Mustangs trying to push it. They have numbers 4-on-2. Gets it to KJ Goodwin, and KJ Goodwin able to keep his focus and concentration and get the heavily contested layup to fall. So 25-19 is our score. Mustangs on top. Brown had it swiped, stolen away. Coming away with the steal is Josh Goodwin Jr. and he's going to have the easy slam dunk. 27-19. Kenny swings it to the Bayou, and the Bayou gets his shot blocked from behind from DeVille. KJ Goodwin tried to dish it back to Josh Goodwin, but that ball's going to be passed and deflected or out of bounds. But we'll stay possession Mustangs. Landers going to come out of the game and check it in for him will be number 5, Caden Shergill. Shergill now guarding Josh Goodwin Jr., who kicks it out to Jacob Lee. Shoots the mid-range attempt, but no good, but able to track down his own shot for an offensive rebound, and then gets fouled by Shergill. So, stop the clock at 3:52. Mustangs will inbound the basketball underneath their own goal. Wilson inbounds it to Lee. Lee at the top of the key swings it over to Goodwin Jr. Jr. over to Goodwin. Goodwin now swings it over to the right wing to Jacob Lee. Jacob Lee blows right past David Brown, but misses the easy layup. Coming away with it are the Bulldogs trying to push a tempo. Swings it over in the corner. Was Kenny to the Bayou. Misses the layup. She missed the 3-point attempt. Shergill couldn't follow up with the offensive rebound. Easy tip. Rolled out. Coming away with it on the Mustang. Cut it and diving through was Josh Goodwin, connecting to him on that pass was KJ Goodwin. Josh Goodwin able to get the 2 points for the Mustangs. 29-19 is our score, the largest lead for the Mustangs. Stansel gets trapped in the corner and picked up his dribble. Is going to say he traveled, trying to split the trap of the Mustangs. So 2 out, 2 in for the Mustangs. Bulldogs try to sneak if they can get a late substitution in. They're able to do so. Landers going to come in for Shergill, Caden Shergill. So 3:02 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs by 10, 29-19. Open mid-range, missed terribly by John Fox, but the Mustangs able to come away with the rebound. Another fight for the rebound. Offensive shot missed by Goodwin. A fight for it by KJ Goodwin. It's going to say he fouled Bulldog in the process. 2:38 to go. So this ain't no foul, just stepped out of bounds. Possession Bulldogs. Kenny trying to get inside the paint. Kicks it out to Stansel. Stansel kicks it out to Landers for the 3-point attempt, and that swishes through. 29-22 is our score. The Mustangs pushing the ball up quickly here now. Long 3-point attempt in the corner, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Stancil to Brown, the third. Brown the third trying to blow pass. The defender, Kenny, swings it over to Stancil for the three-point attempt, and that connects. 29-25 is our score. The Bulldogs able to go on a little 6-0 run here to cut into the Mustangs deficit. 1:55 now to go in the second quarter. KJ Goodwin swings it over to Crawford. Crawford swung it over to Fox in the corner, but he gave it right back to Crawford. Quad Kenny doing a nice job of keeping the hands active to tip that pass, and then a fight for it being last touched by Crawford. So it will go possession to the Bulldogs. Mustangs get a substitution. Armani Edwards is checked in the game. David Brown now bringing the ball up for the Bulldogs, being guarded, and just makes an inadvised pass right there. Not on the same page with anybody, and honestly a great foul by Robert Kenny to stop the Mustangs transition. Had numbers right there. So 1:27 to go in the second. Mustangs leading by a score of 29-25. Goodwin Jr. being guarded by the Bayou. Goodwin Jr. able to get inside the paint, but misses the mid-range rebound by Kenny. Kenny had his dribble, startled him, and now it's going to be stolen, taken away by the Mustangs. Josh Goodwin misses the layup attempt, but KJ Goodwin able to clean up his mess to extend the lead now. 31-25, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Brown being guarded by Fox, and Fox is going to win that battle, coming away with the steal. KJ swings it over to an alley-oop to Josh Goodwin, able to get that layup to fall. 33-25 is our score. 32 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Landers going to dribble into a three-point attempt. Going to hit the front of the rim. No good. Rebound by the Mustangs. The Mustangs trying to push it. That is Fox. He's going to have a shot blocked by Kenny. Coming away with the rebound is Stancil. Stancil going to set his feet and take a mid-range. Going to miss, but coming away with the rebound is Landers. 33-27, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. You have 5 seconds left in the second. Gets it to KJ Goodwin for the three-point attempt in the corner. Is going to be no good. And that will take us to halftime. The Mustangs leading the Bulldogs 33-27. Mind you, this game is being sponsored by the Temple of Refuge Ministries located in Prairie View, Texas. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mind Broadcast Network. Getting set and ready to get this second half underway. The Mustangs will have possession to start off this third quarter. Wilson was able to inbound the ball successfully to Jacob Lee, who now leaves from trying to set up the offense now. Bulldogs in a man, and Mustangs trying to take advantage of the mismatch. Had Kenny on him, but throwing that one away, and Bulldogs come away with this one, and Brown is going to be fouled by KJ Goodwin trying to block his layup. So Isaac Brown will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. First free throw, swish in. 28-33 is our score. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Second free throw is good. 33-29. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. David Brown, the third, is going to extend his coverage. Guard Wilson tightly. Now the Bulldogs are showing they're in a 1-3-1. Brown has this one thrown away into the hands of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs being trapped right now. Stancil going to swing it into the corner. Three-point shot attempt for Brown is good. 33-32, Mustangs on top. 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs have found some success in this 1-3-1 defense. Good rotation by the Bulldogs to take away the post entry pass. So now Wilson has it at the top of the key. Now it's going to take a long three-point attempt. That's going to roll out, trying to tip it around. Coming away with it is Landers for the Bulldogs. Has an open teammate's going to be cutting through. That's number 33. Andre Stancil's able to get the layup. So the Bulldogs able to come out to a hot start. 34-33 is our score. And force the Mustangs, Mason Huffmeister, to take a 30-second timeout. So the Bulldogs are going to try to fight and keep this momentum that they have just taken off with. We're leading. We're trailing 33-27. And bit off. .6:26 go here in the third. Lee inbounds the ball to Chase Wilson, being guarded tight by David Brown. Cross-court pass from Goodwin Jr. to Lee. Lee swings it out to Goodwin Jr. for the three-point attempt. No good. Fight for it. Coming away with it is Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown swings it to David Brown. David Brown's going to swing it to Kenny. Thought about walking it up and swinging it over to David Brown for a three-point attempt, but no good. Jacob Lee now bringing the ball up the court for the Mustangs. Got it to KJ Goodwin. His floater's no good. Was able to fight for his own rebound. Now Lee's able to come away with it. Lee swings it up to Mustangs for the mid-range, who misses. KJ Josh Goodwin fight and got the offensive rebound. No good on the third chance points opportunity. So now Isaac Brown couldn't make up his decision, his mind, what he was doing right there. Just got the ball and started dribbling and lost it. The Mustangs able to steal it and turn it into 2 points to take back the lead, 35-34 over the Bulldogs. Jacob Lee able to angle off and steal David Brown's dribble, avoiding the foul, coming away with it. Shooting a three-point attempt with the Mustangs, no good. Fight for it. Coming away with the offensive rebound was Landers. Landers able to block KJ Goodwin's layup from behind. Stancil's going to dribble in, and there's not going to be an assist, but Stancil would sure love to take it as an assist. And Landers able to just clean up the missed shot opportunity and to get the layup, the reverse layup, to fall for the Bulldogs to take the lead. 36-35, the Bulldogs leading the Mustangs. Have to force Huffmeister to take another timeout. Stop the clock at 4 minutes and 36 seconds. So 5 out on the court for the Bulldogs. Kenny, David Brown III, Isaac Brown, Andre Stancil, and Landers. For the Mustangs, number 23, KJ Goodwin. Number 3, Jacob Lee. Number 1, Chase Wilson. Number 0, Josh Goodwin Jr. And number 32, Cruz DeVille. Bulldogs lined up in that 1-3-1 defense. Lee swung it over to Josh Goodwin. Josh moving back over to Lee. Lee takes one dribble. Now he's going to try to break up his 1-3-1. Lee swung it over to Wilson. Wilson tried to get it to Lee, who tried to make a quick bounce pass to Cruz, but it got behind him, so it's going to be a turnover going to the possession now for the Bulldogs. Brown, third, trying to create offense, able to get it to Stansel. Stansel trying to fight for the ball, but they're going to say that Stansel got fouled by Jacob Lee fighting for the loose ball. The Bulldogs will take it underneath their own basket. Brown gets away with it, what their Landers fighting for, and is just going to throw this one away, trying to get it to Kenny. Josh Goodwin is going to get inside the paint. Is going to be fouled by Landers. Landers will go to pick up his third foul. And it'll send Josh Goodwin Jr. to the free throw line. First free throw attempt. Misses, front of the rim. Subbing in for the Mustangs, number 34, Ramon Edwards. Checking in for Cruz DeVille. Freshman in for the senior. Second free throw attempt by Goodwin's going to roll out, fight for the ball. Mustangs are going to come away with the rebound. Goodwin Jr. swings it over to Jacob Lee, and Jacob Lee's going to shoot a quick three-point attempt and get that one to fall. Mustangs take back the lead, 38-36. Brown is going to be fouled by Lee. Playing overly aggressive right there. So Landers is going to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Stansel got the big man Edwards to jump, but couldn't capitalize on the layup. So now Mustangs come away with it. Wilson kicks it out to Josh Goodwin for the three-point attempt. He's able to switch that one through. 41-36 is our score. Kenny bringing the ball up court for the Bulldogs. Avoids Stansel's screen and try to just force up a quick shot right there. No good. Rebound by the Mustangs, able to push the tempo and get an open three-pointer shot attempt by Josh Goodwin. He's able to connect to now make the score 44-36. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs, which will force Quentin Morgan to take a timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout. But keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of that Bulldogs timeout, see if they can regain the momentum. Right now, the Mustangs are showing that they're just playing a tight man, full court man. Kenny being guarded by number 10, B.J. Woods. Kenny now has it in the corner, kicks it out to Landers. Landers will kick it out to Kenny. Kenny swings it over to Stansel. Stansel now over to David Brown, the third. Stansel thought about setting the screen. Brown, third's going to swing it over to Kenny for a three-point attempt, but it's going to be fouled by B.J. Woods. Missed the three-point attempt, so have a chance to go to the free throw line to earn his points. You can hear the unfaithful, but upsetting faithful few from the Mustangs side. As some would say, ball doesn't lie, as Kenny misses. The first free throw attempt rolls out. Second free throw attempt, not any better, rolls out once again. 44-36 is our score. Second free throw is going to roll in. 44-37, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Josh Goodwin now has it in the corner and is going to able to penetrate past the Bulldogs defense, get inside the lane to get the layup to fall. 46-37, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Stansel, dribble handoff, David Brown the third. David Brown kicks it out to Isaac Brown, lost his footing for a second, got away with a travel right there and just tosses up and forces a layup, a shot attempt, but it's no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. Fox swings it to Goodwin Jr. Goodwin Jr. gonna make a cross-court pass to B.J. Woods. Woods is gonna give it over to Goodwin Jr. and Goodwin Jr. is gonna set up the offense. Passes over to Fox. Fox now swings it over to to B.J. Woods for the three-point attempt. But he's going to miss it, but be fouled by Isaac Brown. So B.J. Woods will go to the free throw line shooting three. Swishes through the first one to extend the lead. 10 now for the Mustangs. Second one is no good. Third free throw attempt. It's going to rattle out, but rebounded by the big man Edwards, and it's going to fall through. Able to get the layup to go through on the Mustangs. So Bayou is going to force it and get the floater to fall through. 49-39 is our score. Woods just going to walk into a three-point attempt. It's going to be no good. A fight for it. Coming away with it are the Bulldogs. David Brown has it. Trying to get inside the paint. It's going to be fouled. It's going to get the free throw attempt to come on at the end of this one. Got fouled. Got the layup to count. Stop the clock at 45.5 seconds. The Bulldogs can't seem to extend their lead. Most they got it up to was 1. As David Brown missed the old-fashioned three-point play. Score remains 49-41, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Woods has it at the left wing. Passes up to now Josh Goodwin Jr. Goodwin Jr. back to Woods. Woods is going to dribble to the top of the key. Now pass it to the left wing. Josh Goodwin. Goodwin gets it into Edwards, who's trying to set it up and kicks it out to John Fox for the three-point attempt. No good. A fight for it. And Landers is going to be the one that comes away with it. Trying to push it. The Bulldogs do have numbers. Landers is going to roll that one up, but no good. Fighting for the extra board was the Bayou, and the Bayou is going to miss it. Now Stance is going to have it. Going to put it up. No good. The Bayou is going to get it to count. No foul, but the Bulldogs are able to beat the buzzer. The Bayou thinks he's fouled. So they're giving them the foul. They didn't initially say it. So 43, 49 is our score, but the Bayou misses the free throw attempt. So didn't see who they gave the foul to. But regardless, the Bulldogs got the last second bucket to fall. Mustangs leading by a score of 49-43. We'll take a quick break, but keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Mike Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mike Broadcast Network. The Bulldogs will have the first possession to start off the fourth quarter, trailing by 6. Trying to see if they can dip into the Mustangs lead. Landers has it, gets inside, kicks it out to Stansel for a three-point attempt. That's going to hit the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Robert Kinney. He gets the floater to fall. 49-45 is our score. The Bulldogs causing havoc as they come away with the foul, with the steal, and then got fouled by Josh Goodwin. So now Bulldogs will have it. 7:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kenny swings it over to Landers. Landers gives it over to Bayou. Indecisive where he wants to go. Now just give it over to Kenny. Kenny gets around. Swings it over to Landers. Landers going to take a floater and hit the back of the backboard and roll off the front rim. No good. And Landers is going to block Lee layup, but fouled him in the process of doing that. So Lee will go to the free throw line. Lee's able to get the first free throw to fall. 50-45 is our score. Second free throw switches through for Lee. 51-45, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Kenny gets the stance, so gets it right back. Swung it over to DeBryu, but put a little bit too much on that one and throw that one away. So turnover, Bulldogs, possession, Mustangs. Wilson has it for the Mustangs. The Bulldogs now on a 1-2-2 defense. Goodwin and DeBrayu's going to steal Lee's pass. DeBrayu's going to get inside the lane, missed the layup attempt, tried to follow up his own rebound, but got in probably the way of David Brown, who also had a good look at it, but Mustangs come away with it. KJ Goodwin is going to drive baseline and get the layup to roll in to now have the lead. 53-45, Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Landers has it at the left wing, being double teamed, gets it to Stansel. Stansel trying to find an open teammate, just going to throw this one, but luckily Brown's able to fight it and get it down, but they're going to call it 3 seconds. Offensive 3 seconds against the Bulldogs. Now, Chase Wilson is being guarded by David Brown. Swung it over to Goodwin Jr. Jr. swung it over to Fox. Swung it back to him. Got to Stelish. Now a three-point attempt by Chase Wilson. Gets the long three-point attempt to fall and switch through to now extend the lead. 11 now for the Mustangs. Brown is going to be bumped by Wilson, the junior. Not in the process of shooting, so it's on the court, on the floor. So David Brown will inbound to Quad Kenny. Kenny's going to swing it over to Landers for a three-point attempt, and then gets that one to fall. So now it's going to force Quentin Morgan to take a timeout here. Down by 8 here, 56-48. Clock's going to stop in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. We'll take a quick break, but keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Mike Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mike Broadcast Network. The Bulldogs wanted to take a full timeout to talk things over. The Bulldogs left with 2 timeouts. Mustangs left with 4. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs leading 56-48. Three-point attempt rattles out for the Mustangs, but a fight for it. Coming away with the offensive rebound was Lee. Was Fox for the Mustangs. And this time, that extra fight got a shot attempt for Josh Goodwin, but he's going to say he charged the Bulldog defender The Mustangs very upset with that call. Bulldogs are loving it. So now the Bulldogs have it, trailing by 8. 4:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kenny swings it over to Brown. Brown's going to make a long court cross pass to DeBayou, and DeBayou lowered that shoulder, and the Mustangs are thankful that they got a call back in their favor, as DeBayou will be deemed with the offensive foul call. Wilson bringing the ball up the court for the Mustangs. Gives it to Lee. Lee loses the dribble for a moment, but now gives it back to Fox. Fox kicks it out to Lee. Lee's going to shoot the three-point tip, and that's going to swish through. 59-48, the Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Brown made a risky pass, but Kenny able to come away with it. Now Kenny going to swing it to Brown. Brown gets it to Stansel. Stansel did walk with it, and they're going to say he traveled. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And now Mason Huffmeister wants to take a timeout. Take a full timeout and talk things over with his squad for the Mustangs. So we'll take a quick timeout. Keep right where you got it. You're listening to the Mighty Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Mustangs got their team regrouped out of that full timeout. The Bulldogs trying to see if they can do the same here, trailing by 11. 59-48 is our score. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Mustangs are just trying to play keep away here. Their worst enemy is the clock. It's going to say Kenny fouled Jacob Lee with a hand check. So now the Bulldogs are going to try to see they can come away with the steal right there. Brown tried to just come away with the steal and play in the passing lane, but just a step off. Brown trying to see if he could force a turnover, but unable to do that as Lee was able to get inside the paint of the defense and dish off to Josh Goodwin Jr., who had an open layup to fall. So 61-48 is our score. Kenny tried to get the layup, but going to have his shot blocked by Josh Goodwin Jr. Go out of bounds. Stay possession, the Bulldogs. Brown swings it over to Landers, who's going to shoot the three-point attempt. No good. Rebound by the Mustangs. Fox being guarded by Kenny. Fox dribble hands off to KJ Goodwin. Passes up to Jacob Lee. And once again, the Mustangs just trying to play keep away. The Bulldogs going to try to trap. They do have about 2 fouls to give. Got away with one right there with the push by the Bayou. So now the Mustangs are just playing keep away, passing this rock around. Now with 2 minutes to go, finally get the 5-second count, the clock go. And now David Brown's going to foul, trying to steal the ball. The foul was on the floor, so the Mustangs will take it out on the sideline. Wilson is going to inbound the ball to Josh Goodwin Jr. Lee swings it over to Wilson. Goodwin to Lee. Lee is going to get the heavily contested layup to fall. 1:38 to go here. Mustangs leading by a score of 68-43. Stansel gets that layup to fall. 63-50 is our score. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs now showing the full court pressure, but they're going to say Kenny fouled once again with the hand check in the body. So send Wilson to the free throw line. Second free throw will fall through. So Wilson's able to go 1 of 2 from the line. 64-50 is our score. Brown is going to be held by Wilson as he was trying to get into the lane to get the layup to go. But he'll be fouled and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw by David Brown, the third. Going to roll in. Second free throw is good. So 52-64 is our score. Mustangs lead the Bulldogs. Quentin Morgan wants to take a timeout to talk things out, talk things over. Take a 30-second timeout. Mind our listeners that you can share your scores and stories on our 24-hour message line at 936-463-2405. Again, you can text and call that number at 936-463-2405. 09. You can become a listening partner by visiting obnradio.com to help continue coverage for our community. So 1:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs lead the Bulldogs by a score of 64-52 in the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs try and see if they can come away with a quick stop. Easy 2. Of course, time is their only X factor right now. See, they get a 5-second count, and the Bulldogs are able to come away with the 5-second count. So the Bulldogs come away with a turnover, no time off the clock. So now they got to see if they can come away with points here. Brown inbounds to Kenny. Kenny swung it over to Landers. Doesn't have time to just let the clock roll out. So now the Bulldogs are trying to set up the offense, trying to get off something quick. Stansel has it, picks up his dribble, gets it to David Brown the third. David Brown's going to shoot the 3, no good. Fight for it on the ground. The Mustangs are going to come away with the loose ball. 52 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter as KJ Goodwin's able to throw a lob pass to Josh Goodwin Jr. and he gets that one to fall. Stansel fought for the loose ball and got it to count. So 54-66 is our score. Quentin Morgan decided he wanted to take another timeout. Can't take him with him. 37 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead by a score of 66-54. Bulldogs had a slow start to start off this contest, then kept fighting, trailed by a score of 33-27 to go in at halftime, and came out of halftime erupting on an 8-0 run, and a 7-0 run to take the lead over the Mustangs, but the Mustangs were able to withdraw the fight that the Bulldogs were putting up. So now we have it 66-54 is our score. Lee's just going to throw a long pass to Josh Goodwin Jr. He's going to be able to get the layup to fall. So 68-54 is our score. Brown is going to walk into a three-point attempt, but no good. Coming away with the rebound is KJ Goodwin. So probably an unadvised foul right there. The contest is gonna go into the favor of the Mustangs. 18.9 seconds to go here. All it does is just stop the clock and send the Mustangs to the free throw line to extend their lead, and they do so though with the first free throw going through for Wilson. 69-54 is our score. Second free throw switches through. 70-54 is our score. The Mustangs are going to walk out victorious here. The Road Warriors over the Bulldogs. The Bayou three-point attempt is no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Landers. Mustangs will get the last possession of this contest. 9 seconds left. Everybody in the stands was saying, no, don't foul. You got 5 seconds left in the game. You can understand the frustration here. But the Mustangs will come out victorious. All this do is just adding to the stats. If you're the Mustangs, you'll be appreciative of it. I know the fans, the parents, that being, let's hurry up and get this ball game over with. It's Lee. Goes 2 for 2 off the line. Crazy thing, they just now started the clock. Kenny's gonna doesn't get the last second layup to go. Bulldogs will lose this one 72-54. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today's broadcast. I am Philip Prince, your announcer for today's coverage. The Bulldogs of Waller fall short by a score of 72-54 to the Cy Ranch Mustangs. You're listening to the Mike Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.